everybody, welcome to the DevPost Commit episode 5. I'm Neil.
I'm Richard.
And today we're going to tell you about some really cool stuff that's going on. First, we've got a new online hackathon from Ford. Second, Richard had a great interview today with Joe from BattleHack. And third, we're going to follow up with some great staff picks like we always do.
Excellent. So Neil, tell us about this new hackathon from Ford.
Absolutely. This is Ford's Mexico City Global Mobility Challenge. It's a really great opportunity to get involved in sort of traffic tech, car tech, and really just hacking for good in general.
Because congestion's a big problem in Mexico City, right?
Absolutely. There's about 7.5 hours of rush hour traffic every day in Mexico City.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's from like 6 to 9:30 in the morning and then 4:30 to 8:30. So rush hours become rush hours. And in terms of kind of how you can help solve this,
right.
It could be something like an app for carpooling or ride sharing, rerouting people around accidents, or even just avoiding peak travel times. Like we said, 7.5 hours of rush hour traffic. And it's open now until November 3rd, and there's $30,000 in prizes. So
that seems pretty legit.
You should get on it right now.
Build. It's going to be cool.
Absolutely.
All right, what else we got, Neil?
You had a great interview today.
Yeah, so we just wrapped up. We talked to Joe, who's from Braintree. You probably know him from the BattleHack series of events and his work with MLH in Europe. Really cool to have him come by. We're actually going to run that interview now.
Yep, let's cut to it. Whoop.
Hey, Richard here with this week's guest, Joe from Braintree, and most notably the BattleHack series of hackathons.
Totally. Thank you for having me, Richard. It's really exciting to be on Commit to talk about Braintree, BattleHack, and MLH.
So let's talk about BattleHack.
Totally.
What is BattleHack?
So BattleHack is a global series of hackathons. We visit 14 cities around the world, find the best developers for local good that we can, and we ship them off to the finals in Silicon Valley to compete for $100,000.
That's awesome. So is that all kinds of developers, students, professionals?
Yeah, we get a massive mix. I think it's one of the things that makes BattleHack really special. We get students, like vast numbers, we get professionals, we get people from startups, we get charity people, we get everything.
That's cool. And when did BattleHack start?
So it's been running a long time as Charity Hack, and it transformed into BattleHack. But BattleHack itself has been since 2013. We're in our third year.
That's really cool. And you actually had an event here in New York this last weekend,
Yeah, we did,
right?
yeah, and it was fantastic. It was fully sold out. We had a really enthusiastic crowd, a lot of students. It was a really fun, exciting event.
So I think one of the things when I was looking at BattleHack that I found really interesting is BattleHack's kind of about hacking for good, right?
Yeah, totally.
So that contrasts a little bit with a lot of kind of hackathons that are run by companies, which are usually just much more, about kind of recruitment or like API integrations. So what's why the focus on social good?
So one of the core ideals of Braintree is empowering developers, right? So we really believe that developers have the ability to change things and to improve their environment. And BattleHack kind of embodies that, and it shows developers that they can have this impact. We want to really infuse them about doing this and give them tools to do it.
Cool. Awesome. So Joe, if people want to get involved in BattleHack, what's the best way to do it?
So the best way to do it is, of course, check out the website, which is http://battlehack.org/ and then the city you're interested in. Also, we are on Twitter. You can actually see highlight videos from every BattleHack on our YouTube, which is Braintree Dev. In general, if you search Braintree_dev, you're going to find something about BattleHack.
That's awesome. We'll put the links in the show notes, and thanks for coming here.
No worries. Thanks so much for having me. It's been great.
All right, thanks so much, Richard. That was a really great interview. It was great to have Joe here. I just wish we could have had him for a little longer.
Well, funny you should say that, Neil. We actually shot a lot more content than made it into the commit tonight. So over the next few days, we're actually going to edit up and we'll put out a much longer piece. And there Joe talks about evangelism. He talks about college hackathons in the EU and some really interesting content. So follow us on social, subscribe on the YouTube channel, and you'll see that when it drops.
Awesome.
All right, Neil. So what else has been going on?
Well, everyone out there is going to be happy to hear that we finally posted all the winners for all 8 Summer Jam hackathons.
So let's do staff picks, right?
Yeah, let's get into it. Richard, what was your staff pick this week?
So my staff pick is from Schools Out Hackathon 2, and it's by Tanner and Ryan. This is called Fave Truck. So this is really cool for anyone who's into food trucks. And so here you can, in an area, vote for your favorite cuisines. And then truck operators, they see the votes in a different area so they can take the trucks to where there's demand for the kind of food they're putting out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. You can also order through the app. Really cool project. Suggest that people check it out. What have you got, Neil?
Absolutely. What have I got? Emergency Phone Numbers by Thomas Gooley. This is a really cool iOS app. It's actually available in the App Store right now. And it actually tells you wherever you are around the world, it figures out what country you're in and tells you which emergency numbers to call if you run into a problem. So obviously here in the US, everything is 911. Richard, from where you are, it is...
It's 999 where I'm from.
That's really weird. I'm not even really sure what to say to you. It's
Well,
off by 8. Or no, it's off by 88.
It's true. So I think the main thing is just remember that I know. So if you're ever in the UK and you get in trouble, call me and I'll give you the number.
No, I'm just going to use this app. I think that's a much better solution.
That's true. Thankfully, that was created for you.
It works in about 250 different countries and territories, and I believe there's also an Apple Watch version. So very useful, very available, also very free. So definitely check that out.
That's really cool. So I think that's about all we've got for this week's commit.
Yeah, absolutely. But we've got some great guests coming up in future episodes. Tammy from DigitalOcean is going to be joining us in a couple weeks, as well as one of my buddies from Small Planet. So we've got some really cool stuff coming up, and we hope you just subscribe on YouTube. We'll place a button here maybe. How about that? We'll figure out how to do that.
That's ambitious. Go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, you'll stay updated. And also as well, if you've got ideas for topics that you want us to cover or guests that you think we should have on the commit, just hit us up, let us know. You know where to find us.
DevPost Hacks on Twitter, or just email Richard or Neil at DevPost. That's
All right.
also an option.
Happy hacking, everyone.
Happy hacking.